This was a big seller.
Yes, it was.
I think it was the Off the Wall album, yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah. This was a huge... Off the Wall might be my favorite Michael Jackson album.
Yes,
And
he had so many.
And you're,
though.
and you're saying that came out in 1980.
Mhm.
That's awesome. This is such a good one.
Mhm.
I had that album, actually. Yeah, really, really good. So that was a top seller in 1980. Michael Jackson was big, and he still looked like himself, right? Like he hadn't had all that plastic surgery back then. So if you look at the pictures of him in the Off the Wall album, he was such a beautiful, handsome young man. The song that I remember from that time was Blondie. Call me, online, you can call me. But it's Mike's turn to play DJ. But I remember looking like that was pretty big too. It was on the radio a lot. And my mom drove a Maverick. And so what I remember from this time being little was in the back of the Maverick. There it is. Yeah. I was just a little kid, but I remember, like, I guess whatever in pop music I heard was just on the radio.
Mm-hmm. I listened to whatever, my dad, he never really cared.
Yeah.
He never really, gave too much crap. I mean, if some country came on, he could turn it, of course, real quick, but, my dad didn't have a deaf ear for music,
Yeah. Well, he was a dancer, so he probably had his own choices.
He couldn't really, doing what he was doing at the time.
Yeah. You had a Diana Ross one that we were loving earlier. What was that one?
I don't remember at the moment.
Oh, shoot. We forgot it again. It was really, really good. Can you go?
Oh, yeah, it is. I know.
Yeah.
I remember
Oh, you remember?
Yeah.
Upside Down.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, I remember that song, too. But there was still kind of a disco flavor in the air in 1980. And this song, Upside Down, has a little, to me, it feels like a little bit of a disco flair.
Yeah.
But Diana Ross, she was everything, right?
Bitcoin, the best
Oh,
money
they want us to
we've
listen to a
ever had.
commercial.
With a different kind of
Shout out Tracy Ellis Ross.
money.
Oh, Diana's
comes a
daughter,
different kind
yeah.
of card.
God.
Crypto don't.
If you haven't seen Blackish, man.
Hilarious show.
Huh.
Shout out Anthony Anderson.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know. In my mind, there's like an episode of Solid Gold, right? And they're doing their thing, big earrings. And it was a great, great jam.
Yeah.
At least to my 6-year-old self in the back of the Maverick.
Those were great times, man.
Yeah.
Great times.
Oh, I have, Pink Floyd The Wall. I have Pink Floyd The Wall, but there was definitely a Queen song that came out that year. So, okay, I'm going to amend my answer. That Pink Floyd's The Wall album is probably the most iconic.
Yeah.
Released in
that was The
1980.
Wall 2. It wasn't The Wall 1.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord. I have a Pink Floyd phobia. I don't know if you guys know this. For whatever reason, I don't like it. I don't know if it's like an association thing. I don't like Pink Floyd. It makes it, and I don't even know why. Like, it causes a visceral reaction. Maybe there's like an ex-boyfriend thing or dad thing or something, but I don't like Pink Floyd. So I did not know that there was a second Wall.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So when did the first Wall get built?
I'm going to say probably around 78.
Really? I didn't know that. So it was a two-parter.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. All right. So still iconic, right?
Mm-hmm. Crazy Little Thing Called Love
Yes.
by Queen.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Excellent. Would you can you play a little snippet of that? Because
Or what?
Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Because that one, I think, Queen has this way of just like as soon as you hear it, it makes you happy. Like, it's okay if you can't. And it was
And play the game.
okay. Completely different sound for this time, because this is like rock and roll sounding to me. That was the thing I think that was so great about Freddie Mercury, is like he was always doing something unexpected, right? Not conforming to whatever was happening.
Well, it seemed more like it was kind of like a sort of a rock and roll with a little bit of funk and a little bit of everything thrown in. You know? Like, I like how diverse he was, you know, and he wasn't afraid to show,
Yeah.
you know.
He's a fascinating guy, man. Like, for him, we love that biopic about him, but for him to be, he was like Pakistani and living in Britain, and just to like revolutionize the whole world the way he did is pretty amazing. Yeah. And then of course my beloved, dearly beloved, released "I Want to Be Your Lover" that year, which is an excellent song. So dirty. Excellently dirty. I don't remember it. Of course, I was a little kid, and I don't think I listened to that album until I was an adult. But I Want to Be the Only One to Make You Come Running. That's dirty shit. I love it. Yeah, so a good year for music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good year for music, even though John Lennon was taken from us that year. Still,
Yeah.
we did pretty well. I think he released a posthumous album after he died. Yoko released an album of his songs, a couple at least. And then, of course, there's stuff still coming out of Prince's vault that he probably wrote back in 1980 that we'll hopefully hear sometime soon.
There's a whole bunch of stuff. There was albums and albums
Yeah,
and albums and stuff. It's
yeah.
not even heard.
May they both rest in peace, Freddie Mercury and Prince. Michael Jackson as well. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
All taken way too soon.
Yeah. It was a crazy time. You want to tell us about sports that year, 1980? Raiders!
1980 was a good year for the Silver and Black.
Yes.
They won the title in 1980 as the Oakland Raiders. I believe Tom Flores was the coach at the time. The Los Angeles Lakers won the NBA title that year also. I'm not sure about hockey. That might have been the New York Rangers. Or maybe the Boston Bruins. I'm not sure. We'll have to double check on that. Check my research.
If what I know about sports fits into it like this what I know about hockey would be like that much.
A little drip.
Yeah, a total drip. I rely on you completely for the sports report.
I barely know anything about hockey, but you know, I know like some of the stuff they wear. That's about it, you know.
Yeah.
Hockey mask and wear a stick.
Like Jason Voorhees.
Yep.
But we did the research on 1980, and I was excited about the Oakland Raiders, or the Raiders, who were Oakland Raiders at the time, winning the Super Bowl. And I found out that it was against the Philadelphia Eagles, which is also a very, very good team. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to be a Raiders fan now that I'm in Las Vegas, and because of Big, who's been a diehard Raiders fan for his entire life. Like, you were born into that. Mm-hmm. So there's no getting around it. And now that we're here, Allegiant Stadium is over there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get to drive by it. It's real cool. I think that was everything that we wanted to talk about 1980, and we did Med Talk, so that's awesome. Mm-hmm. We are going to come back with you next week for 1974, the year of our birth.
Yep.
And so I don't remember shit from 1974. I was an infant.
My mom might want to even call in and tell us some stuff.
Oh yeah, we should. You know what? That would be cool. We could have her chime in and tell us about the year 1974. It'd be cool to take a call from Mama Karen. So we'll see you then. And Mike's gonna have another marijuana review for you. Mm-hmm. Aren't we lucky? He's gonna smoke all through Las Vegas and tell us. Do you know who you're doing? You said Apothecary? Mm-hmm. Apothecary. So we will.
Yep, on West Flamingo Boulevard.
Yeah, we'll give them a shout out, and we will see you next week.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.